Hello, everyone, and good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining with us. We're so happy to have you here. You know, our Success and Money Foundation. This is your foundation. I'm just the crazy guy that got the thing off the ground and rolling. I'm so excited to have you here today. So as we talking about the Success and Money Foundation and what our purpose is. You know, on my walk this morning, I was thinking, what really is our purpose of the foundation? It's a little bit more. What it is that our purpose is to improve your life. It's really to improve your life and your family's life. When it all comes down to it, why do we do what we do? Well, because we want to improve your life. We want to improve your family's life. The reason that I started going through all these classes, the reason I started doing all these investments in small businesses and things like that, was because I wanted to improve my family's lives. I needed to be able to create revenue to take care of these special needs children of mine. You know, the one thing that is that I've traveled all over the world, and I've been to 50 countries. I've been around the world multiple times. 3 years ago, we went east and didn't stop. We went all the way around the world. And the one thing that I've learned is that every parent loves their children. Every parent wants their children to have a better life. It didn't matter if we were in the slums of Calcutta, to palaces, to wherever it was in the world. The one thing that is consistent is that parents want their children to have a better life. Now, the way we do that is providing free success, money, and STEM classes, technology classes, for anyone, anywhere. Now, right now we have 9,968 students. That's kind of exciting because in the next 24 hours, I want to go over 10,000. I want to go over 10,000 students. Now, in order to do that, we're going to add a little bit of incentive to you. So all of you that are on the call right now that come in our live, you guys need to jump on our live calls that we do every Thursdays. And all of you receive a cash reward for being here and some Warren Buffett stock. So our goal is to get up and over that 10,000 number in the next 24 hours. Now, if we do that, let me restate that. When we do that, I'm going to double your rewards for being here today. I'm going to give you more money. I'm going to give you more stock for your investment account. So my goal is to get us over that 10,000 student number in the next 24 hours. Now, our goal is to help people everywhere around the world. So in the foundation, we have classes in as many as 30 languages that are in English that have subtitles in 30 different languages around the world. Now, our students have been online for over 131,000 hours. We have students that have been online for 200 or 300 hours. That is truly making a difference in their lives, and more importantly, in the next generation, because now they have that knowledge, they have that experience. They can help the next generation. We have 3 missions. Mission number 1 is to provide financial rewards to students for attending online classes and sharing with others. Now, these rewards are to be added to your investment account. The one thing that I know after teaching this for, well, I've been teaching for longer than I haven't. I've been teaching for 40 years now. Well, not quite 40, 50, no, 40, yeah, 40 years, is that the one thing that you have to do is you have to get started. You have to get your investment account open and started. Why? Because when you do that, it helps you get started. It helps you thinking different thoughts. When I was a teenager, I had my own stock account and I was investing in companies. My dad started me. We got it up and started. I was a dishwasher at a truck stop. And I took that money and I got it into buying long-term companies. We would do accounts receivable. We would loan money on cars and help people get into their own car. Now, the interest rates were much higher back then, but I was making 12% on my money as a teenager. So I learned those concepts very quickly. And so that's why we want you to get that investment account open, because when you do, you think differently. You think differently. Now you say, now, how can I put more money into that investment account? Step number 4 is to automatically invest. And the wealth formula, put money away every month, every week, have it go up in value, times time. And that will create wealth, and it'll create generational wealth. Now, it takes time to do it, but when you do it, it will create a strong money tree. And our goal is to have a whole orchard of money trees. So that's why we start. And then you add small businesses, you add real estate, you add all these other things on top of that. But you have to get that first part going to get started. Now, mission number 2 is to provide donations and an educational platform for schools, churches, charities, groups, and teams. Our goal is to improve your life. Our goal is to improve your life and to improve your family's lives. This is generational. This is not just a flash in the pan. Our goal is to change your life, to improve your life, and help you improve other people's lives. Now, the foundation has been gifted $3 million by the Painter family and its foundation, and by other successful entrepreneurs, and has sent out over 30,000 financial rewards to individuals, schools, churches, charities, groups, and teams. Now, mission number 3 is probably the most important part of what we do. Mission number 3 is to improve people's lives and help those in need, other people's lives. So when a student completes an hour of online learning, the foundation will provide free eyeglasses, meals, and gallons of clean water. So we do this all the time, but on September the 9th, we're doing a worldwide project called Make a Difference. It's the National Day of Service. And if you go to nationaldayofservice.org, you can see what we're doing here in America. But our goal is to have these kind of projects all over the world to help those in need. So for every hour you're in class, the foundation donates eyeglasses, meals, gallons of clean water. So in September the 9th, we've already purchased 60,000 pairs of eyeglasses. 60,000. My friends that I do some investing with and my family foundation and a few others have put together, and we've got 60,000 pairs of eyeglasses. And you can see in this picture down below, this is the project that we did a couple of years ago. We have that picture of. We had 700 people helping us do all that. We're going to recycle frames. We're going to take glasses that we have. We're going to pop out the lenses, and then we're going to recycle those frames and send those frames all over the world. And then we put new prescription lenses in them. So that's part of what we do. Now, my wife and I have donated $3 million to the foundation. Now, why do we do that? Well, because we want to make a difference. We have these special needs children. I had a heart attack when I was, very, very young, 34 years of age. I'm celebrating my 29th birthday afterwards. Actually, in about a month, it'll be 30 years. And so we made enough money, we put the systems in place, and now with the excess, we're giving away because we want to help you to do that. So the $3 million we've donated to the foundation, it took us 3.5 years just to build this site. Now, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shelf. So as we were building it, I made all kinds of mistakes, and we tested it, didn't work, tore it down, build it again, tore it down, build it again, tore it down, build it again. And so our goal was just to do that and to be able to get that up and rolling. And that's what we've done. And now the site is up and running and the systems are working. And we spent over $500,000 building the site and creating incentives for students. Now, we have grown from 300 students to almost 10,000 students in about 18 months, 16 to 18 months. Well, 16 months. And it's all by word of mouth marketing. Now, our goals are to go from the 10,000 that we're going to get in the next 24 hours to 100,000 students. That's my goal. That's where we're headed. And we're going to get there. And you're going to help us. We want to go from 130,000 hours of online classes to 1 million hours of online classes. We want to go from 3,000 students that have shown us their investment accounts, their savings accounts, where they've started saving and investing. We want to go from 3,000 to 30,000 students that we started to change their lives and started to change the lives of their family. Now, these people have already started saving and investing. That is crucial, because as you do that, then everything else starts to change. Now, we are a nonprofit educational foundation and charity. So what's the catch? There's no catch to this. We are a nonprofit educational charity, an NGO, that is supported by best-selling authors, educators, and entrepreneurs. We have over 400 classes on success, money, and STEM. STEM is a shortcut for using the internet and other things like that, high tech. Now, these successful entrepreneurs that we work with helped us create this because we created the foundation that would teach kids, teens, young adults, and adults about success and money, because you didn't take those classes in school. And guess what? You're never going to take those classes in school. That's not what school is designed to do. This is the way that we teach this. Now, how do you earn cash, prizes, and stock? You simply participate in the Success, Money, and STEM weekly challenge. Every Thursday, we're giving away stock and cash and prizes. Every Thursday. And so every Thursday, we reset the clock and you get to compete with other people around the world for going to class, for sharing with others. The big thing is to share with others. And like I said, in my business careers, our event companies and stuff like that, partners that I've worked with, we've spent well over $100 million in marketing, media. And we could go give that money to Facebook or to Zuckerberg or somebody else, but we'd rather give it to you. So that's why we changed the model. So you can participate in this weekly contest that we do. Now, in this challenge, individuals compete for cash and prizes by simply attending live online classes. So you need to jump into these classes on Thursdays. Number 2 is to complete online courses. We have 400 courses that you can go through. They're all online. Now, how do you win more cash, prizes, and stock? By giving away free memberships to others. By giving away free memberships to others. And you simply do that by sharing your personalized URL or QR code with friends and family. Now, you win when they attend live classes and complete online courses. So how does your group earn money? Many of you have a group. Now, first of all, remember that when you sign up, you get your own group. Everybody has their own group. So when you sign up and get your free membership, and then you share your link with other people, they're part of your group. So if you want to share that with your family, your kids, your nieces, your nephews, maybe your church group, any kind of group, and they're all connected to you. So you can see how well you're doing. You can create competitions. You can do rewards. You can have some fun. You can have incentives. You can create all that on your own. You can just kind of copy what I'm doing. Because in order to make this work, it needs to be fun. We need to have some rewards. And the rewards can just be contest winners. And it needs to be educational. So we need to do all of those things. Now, the second part is the organized groups. So if you have a big organized group, a school, a church, charity group, or team, you can participate in our monthly challenge. And we're going to do that on a calendar month. And we do that with that as well. And these are for the bigger groups. And they do the same thing. They attend live online classes. They complete online courses. And they give away free memberships to help others. The only way that we can truly help people is to get them the information, get them the knowledge, and then get them excited to pull the trigger and actually do it. So what kind of groups compete with each other? The big organized groups, most schools, churches, charities, groups and teams. For example, high schools can compete with other high schools around the world. Inside the high schools, the grades compete with other grades. Inside those grades, the students compete with other students who compete with students from all around the world at the same time. Now, we can do this little 3-level competition with universities and colleges and high schools and middle schools and elementary schools. We can do this 3-level competition for the big organized groups with any group like churches or charities or groups or teams or even countries. Now, one of the things that we're doing is we have some new programs that we've joined up with Silicon Slopes to help create more STEM classes. So we got over 400 free Success and Money STEM classes available now. Now, in order to be successful, you need to study experts in success and money and business and technology. And I have access to a lot of these wonderful people on Silicon Slopes. Now, Silicon Slopes, you've heard of Silicon Valley, which is basically the high-tech organizations all through California. There's high-tech all over the world. India, Israel, there's high-tech pockets all over the world. And we have right here close to me some wonderful high-tech groups, because that phone you're looking at right now has the ability to reach out to people all over the world. So we need to be able to harness that. You need to be able to take your talents and help other people, and be able to do that by using the access of the internet and digital. That's why we do that. I also invest with a lot of these big companies. And so that's why we do that. And that's why that's so important. We need to study about Walt Disney and Oprah, Tony Robbins, and Mark Victor Hansen. So I've known Tony Robbins for 30 years. I've known Mark Victor Hansen for a decade or more. He's the chicken soup for the soul guy. And we're going to talk more about those in a minute. But you need to study successful people. You need to learn how they did what they did. You need to study money experts. How did they do it? How did they do it? And then you just do it. People like Warren Buffett and Robert Kiyosaki, Dave Ramsey, and of course, my good friend, Robert Allen. You need to study how people did businesses. How did they grow these small businesses into big businesses? You know, things like, and we want to study about how the system works, because it's fun, because money's a game and games are fun. Finance is a game and games are fun. So let's go have some fun with our businesses. And we study people like Steve Ballmer, that was the big player with Bill Gates to really get Microsoft off the ground. My friend Mitt Romney, who's a United States Senator, and a very wonderful man that is a very giving man. And we do a lot of investing with some of the organizations that he's been involved with in the past. Gail Miller is somebody else that we want to talk about, self-made billionaires. Now, you don't have to be a billionaire, you don't have to be a millionaire, but our goal is to help you have a better life and help you have a better life for your children. Technology experts. Who do we study? Well, we study Elon Musk. And again, we just take off the zeros. We're not doing billion-dollar deals. We're doing $100 deals. It doesn't matter. I can remember when I made my first $100 and my dad told me, son, you're now a $100 heir. You don't have to wait till you're a millionaire or a billionaire. We're going to celebrate everything all the way up. But we want to study Elon Musk and Steve Jobs, Bill Gates. How did they do it, and how can we follow the recipe? Tim Cook, Mark Zuckerberg. These are people that you want to study because it's fun to study and see how they did it. And then we have access to some wonderful people right here where I live, Silicon Slopes, Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith, their office was literally across the street from my office. And they added billions to what they do. He just recently purchased the Utah Jazz for $1.66 billion. A good friend of mine, Jeremy Andrus, has been a guest on our program. Jeremy Andrus is a wonderful guy, very giving. He went with us as we delivered glasses and did all kinds of things all over Peru with his family. He took his wife and 3 daughters. Corinne Clark has been a guest of ours as well on our live classes. She runs she's the chairman of the board of a multi-billion dollar company. And Steve Young, he's a friend of mine that was a professional football player, and he won the Super Bowl multiple times. Wonderful man, wonderful charities. The one thing every one of these people is, they all have a charitable side to them. They want to help other people. Now, in order for you to get started and to really make this work, it's just really simple. 1, you get a free membership. 2, you start attending live classes. 3, you complete online courses and share with others. That's the system. That's the model. That's how we do what we do, is just do those simple things. Now, we are going to be kicking off the 24-hour challenge. And the way we do that is that my goal is to get over 10,000 people in the next 24 hours. Now, all of you in class right now are going to receive some cash to help you offset maybe your internet cost or to go give the money away. So we're going to send all of you cash for being in our class today. And I'm going to send you some Berkshire Hathaway stock. I'm going to send you some Warren Buffett stock into your Buffett bucks. But if we hit this goal, when we hit this goal in the next 24 hours, we need 31 more people to go over 10,000 students. And I want to get over 10,000 students because the foundation's a game and games are fun. Changing people's lives is a game, they're fun. Improving people's lives is a game and games are fun. So let's go have some fun. So when we go over that 10,000 student, we're all going to celebrate. And I'm going to double. So whatever you get today in cash and in stock, we're going to double. We're going to do it again the next day. When we hit that, we got 24 hours to do that. So I'm going to say goodbye to our friends from around the world in just 1 second, but you can help us participate in that as well. You simply do it by sharing your link. Everyone needs to be helping others. Now, why do we do it that way? Well, because we want you to teach this information. And it's as simple as the 5 steps. You know, as you go through classes, you're learning things, and we want you to pass that on to the next generation. And like I said, we could spend millions and millions of dollars and give it all to Facebook or YouTube or somebody else, but we'd rather give it to you. So simply share your link. That's all you need to do. And we have a new program that is to Share the Wealth and Win, where you can earn money and stock by simply watching a 12-minute presentation, 12-minute overview that talks about the foundation and the classes and how they benefit you, how they can improve your life. And to get there, you simply go to successandmoneyfoundation.org/win, WIN. Now, when you do that, that's one that'll work worldwide, and you can earn some Berkshire Hathaway stock just for watching that video and sharing that with other people. Now, if you go .org/win/PH, then we're going to send you a little bit of cash on top of that, cash and stock. Now, the reason we have to do it this way is because in order to get money around the world, logistically, it's really a challenge. And so that's why we have to do it this way. So if you're in the Philippines, just put in the second one after win, then you're going to put PH on there. And that will take you there. So we're going to go there right now. So Ethan, can you take us there? Can you open up our link and let's go there and just show them how this all works?
Yeah, let's do it. There we go. Can you see that okay?
Yep, I can see it. So again, this has been designed. So the first thing you want to do is go log in. That's probably the shortcut to be able to do it. So go over here and then you're going to log in. And if you can also do it as you go through it, but I want you to simply go to successmoneyfoundation.org/win. Now that's one that'll work anywhere around the world because we're giving away the Berkshire Hathaway stock. Now, if you want to make a little extra cash, then what we're going to do is we're going to put in there /PH. And then we know how to send money to Gcash. And so you'll see that's the first one. And that's what the offer is. We're going to send you $2. We're going to send you $1 in cash to Gcash. And this is the offer. And $2 worth of Warren Buffett stock by simply watching a 12-minute video that I've created that will show you how the foundation can benefit your life. Okay. And for every person that you send it to, and when they watch the video, we're going to send you another $2 in Berkshire Hathaway stock. We're going to send them $2 in stock and some cash. This is how you get started. Now, as you go down, you'll see there's a couple steps, but the offer is very simple. Watch a 12-minute video, and we're going to send you some stock. And depending where you're in the world, we're going to send you some other things as well. So on here, you're simply going to go and you're going to get started. But step number 1 is just scroll back up, Ethan. If you haven't logged in yet, or you don't have a free membership, you'll simply click on step number 1, which is to get your free membership. If you've already done that, then you can log in. Now you can see that it says he's already logged in because he did that at the very first part. He logged in first. But if he wouldn't have logged in, then there'd be a button that you could click to log in right there. Now, step number 2 is to watch the video. It's 12 minutes long. It's a short video. I might make it longer in the future because I got so much to say. And when they watch that simple 12-minute video, it will tell them how the foundation can benefit them, how they can change and improve their life and their families' lives. Now, step number 3 is to then simply share your unique link. Okay, you can see right here, you can go in there and you can click on the yellow button that puts that onto your clipboard, or you can simply copy that link right there and then messenger it, email it, text it. Boy, I as I'm talking to people, I just and I'm talking to them about what we do. I just text it to them right there, and they then they open it up and they get a free membership out of it. And then number 4 is that they can earn additional stock by simply attending more classes. And there's all kinds of earn while you learn classes that you can go through to earn more stock, and by sharing with others. Now, step number 5 is that we want you to get your investment accounts open again, because this is how you get started. The one thing that every adult's ever told me is they wish they would have started earlier. They wish they would have started earlier. So we're going to actually help you do that and get that thing open. Now, you can start your small businesses and do all that other stuff, but just trust me, as your brain changes, now you're an investor. And that's step number 5. And we're going to teach you how to open up a simple investment account. Now, you have a checking account. You have on your checking account, the only thing you can do is loan money to the bank, and the bank doesn't pay you anything for it. We want to be able to invest in long-term companies. We do not day trade. We do not pick and choose. We just buy big companies. We invest in big companies like the biggest 500 companies in America, or the Warren Buffett companies, which I recommend because that's the stock I'm giving to you. And that's how you do it. Okay, so that makes sense. So simply go there and we're going to get started. Now, we're going to take a break right here, and we're going to say goodbye from our friends from around the world. And then we're literally going to do that. We're all going to jump in and we're going to all send a message to a friend, and we're going to see if we can get over that 10,000 student in the next 24 hours. So I'm going to say goodbye from our friends from around the world, and then we're going to come right back, and we're going to be teaching you some other classes on your small businesses and all kinds of other wonderful things that we've got. We got Kurt Mortensen in the house today, as well as other classes we're going to be doing. So we're going to say goodbye to our friends from around the world, and we're going to be right